The former Economic Freedom Fighters Member of Parliament, Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, is facing a fierce backlash on social media over what many are calling blatant hypocrisy. Critics accuse him of flip-flopping in his views about judicial commissions of inquiry, especially when comparing his past stance during Jacob Zuma's presidency with his current praise for President Cyril Ramaphosa. This controversy follows President Ramaphosa's recent announcement that he will establish a judicial commission of inquiry into damning allegations made by KwaZulu-Natal Provincial Police Commissioner General Lieutenant Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. During a bombshell media briefing last Sunday, Mkhwanazi accused Police Minister Senzo Mchunu of a serious misconduct, including political interference in police operations, involvement with criminal syndicates, and links to drug cartels. He also revealed that Mchunu disbanded the political killings task team that was set up in 2018, presenting alleged evidence of these actions. In response, Ramaphosa placed Mchunu on special leave and appointed Professor Feroz Kachelia as acting Minister of Police. During his national address, the president confirmed the establishment of a time-bound judicial commission to investigate the matter. Reacting to this, Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi applauded Ramaphosa, stating, "In a democracy, in fact in any just world, a president can't find anyone guilty. It is correct for him to set up a judicial commission of inquiry with an actual judge and strict time frame, 3 months and 6 months. This is proper." However, Ndlozi's remarks have angered many, particularly those who remember his previous harsh criticism of former President Jacob Zuma for using commissions during his tenure. Social media users quickly unearthed old tweets when Ndlozi ridiculed judicial commissions under Zuma, calling them a joke and a tool to bury the truth. In one resurfaced tweet responding to an article titled "SACP Wants Judicial Commission of Inquiry into the Gupta's Influence on Government," Ndlozi responded and wrote, "Oh gosh, there's the joke build up, another commission of inquiry, reporting to the same Zuma. Mzansi, you are on your own." In another post referencing the Nkandla scandal, he wrote, "If Nkandla was subjected to the commission of inquiry, it would have found no wrongdoing. Point is, commissions bury the truth." Popular podcaster and YouTuber panel The Black Pen also weighed in, suggesting that Ndlozi's change in tune could signal his desire to return to the African National Congress fold, and tweeted, "It seems like Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi has changed his tune on many of the things he claimed to stand for while in the Economic Freedom Fighters. His defense of Cyril Ramaphosa, idolizing Thabo Mbeki, and singing Given Mkare's praises seem to lean to his wanting to rejoin the African National Congress." Fred Shibambo will also flip-flop on his views on Jacob Zuma and Julius Malema after leaving the Economic Freedom Fighters and joining the Umkhonto weSizwe Party. These are reminders that politicians serve money, not principles. Please do not ever trust a politician beyond their funders' visions. That's just the nature of the beast and the nature of the game. South Africa belongs to wealthy. Politicians pander to whoever pays them the most. That's the beginning and the end of the story. Teach your loved ones about the game so they don't get taken for a boost like we've been for decades. Naledi Chirwa, the EFF Member of Parliament, also took aim at Mbuyiseni Ndlozi and criticized Ndlozi and said, "No, we won't argue with the wall. We will argue with you. Mchunu lied in Parliament. He is guilty of lying and proving that won't require a commission of inquiry that might cost us over R1 billion. The evidence is there for everyone to see. You understood the gravitas of this when Zuma lied about the financing Nkandla through a bond. Do you remember the words constitutional delinquent? Yes, that is where Senzo is standing right now. Since when is special leave a decisively repercussion regarding consequence management for constitutional delinquents? Worse, in the case of Senzo, he is accused of handing over a security function of the country to thugs. Nobuhle is being investigated by the Hawks for lying to Parliament, but Senzo gets to sit at home for a month whilst we pay for his alleged crimes. That's the act decisively. So many EFF supporters attacked Ndlozi for contradicting himself. One said, Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi understands that speaking negatively about the government, including President Cyril Ramaphosa, will cause the department advertising on his Power FM to withdraw their support. Man knows the hand that feeds him. Another one stated, Ndlozi, Cyril Ramaphosa acted decisive. This Thabo Mbeki disciple is tired of radio. Waking up at 3 a.m. every day is not a joke. He's applying for a government job. One also said, Mbuyiseni is going to be a member of the ANC very soon. These are very serious signs. Another one said, Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi was pretending for 11 years to hate corruption, fear hunger. Another one said, Asian Ndlozi, when did you become this person? Another one stated, Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi says President Cyril Ramaphosa has acted decisively by placing Police Minister Senzo Mchunu on special leave and establishing Commission of Inquiry into General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi's allegations because, according to Ndlozi, the President cannot find anyone guilty. That's his argument. But can a Commission of Inquiry find someone guilty? Poverty has really destroyed Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. It looks like anyone who leaves the EFF automatically become an idiot. This is sad to watch. Another one said, Mbeki bought Ndlozi to sing for his supper. Another one said, CIC Julius Malema is a visionary man. He saw right through Mbuyiseni Ndlozi and decided to get rid of him early. Many of us are realizing now why he did it. Another one stated, Ndlozi is not happy at Power FM. He's crying out to Lutuli House to come rescue him. Another one stated, with evidence that Mkhwanazi already has, his investigation necessitated urgency. With the state resources they have, surely Mchunu shall be prioritized for investigation within a month. Now taxpayers must pay for 2 ministers. Ministers confessed to no Brown, which he previously denied, and this shall be the starting point. Why take 6 months to do this? What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.